we are going to talk about acromegaly. First of all, I want to say those are the most important information that we have to know as a medical student and as a doctor. So what is the definition of acromegaly? Acromegaly is increased bone and soft tissue growth due to excess production of growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor 1. The main cause of acromegaly is growth hormone secreting pituitary tumor. In this picture, you can see clinical features of an acromegaly patient. The most common clinical features are protruding supraorbital ridges, prognathism, cardiomyopathy, thickened heel pads, and broadening of hands. Soon we will cover all the clinical features. Let's talk about the clinical features. To understand and memorize easily, we can subdivide clinical features like general features, facial features, clinical features related to cardiovascular, gastroenterology, reproductive and musculoskeletal system. General features are headache, visual disturbances, obstructive sleep apnea. Facial features are prominent supraorbital ridges, prognathism or prominent mandible, interdental separation, macroglossia and hirsutism. Also they have goiter and galactorrhea. Clinical features related to cardiovascular system are hypertension, cardiomyopathy and heart failure. Hepatomegaly related to gastroenterology system and amenorrhea related to reproductive system. Clinical features related to musculoskeletal system are thick sweaty skin, broad fingers, thick heel pads and carpal tunnel syndrome. In those pictures you can see some clinical features like prominent supraorbital ridges, thick heel pads, macroglossia and broad fingers and also prognathism. Now we are going to talk about visual disturbances in acromegaly. There are two main visual disturbances in acromegaly. One is superior quadrant anopia and the other one is bitemporal hemianopia. Superior quadrant anopia occurs due to damage of bottom nerve fibers by the pituitary tumor. Because of that, patient will lose outer superior 1/4 of vision. In bitemporal hemianopia occurs due to damage of optic chiasm by the pituitary tumor. So, they will lose vision in outer half. Next, we are going to talk about investigations. For a patient who is having clinical features which we talked before, we can do an oral glucose tolerance test. In this test, we give 75 grams of glucose to drink and check the growth hormone level. In a normal person, after taking 75 grams of glucose, growth hormone level will be reduced. But in acromegaly patient, even after giving 75 grams of glucose, growth hormone level doesn't reduce. That means fail to suppress the growth hormone level. Also IGF-1 levels are elevated and also we can do MRI scan to locate the pituitary tumor. In this picture you can see excess growth hormone stimulate liver to produce insulin-like growth factor 1. In both these MRI results you can see a pituitary tumor. Finally we are going to talk about treatments. The main treatment is transsphenoidal surgery. It is a type of surgery in which a surgical instrument like nasal speculum is inserted into part of the brain by going through the nose and the sphenoid bone into the sphenoidal sinus cavity, and surgeon will remove the pituitary tumor. In this picture you can see the pituitary gland. In the below picture you can see how the nasal speculum is inserted and remove the pituitary tumor. And the second treatment is we can give bromocriptine, because bromocriptine is a dopamine agonist which will suppress growth hormone secretion. In this picture you can see bromocriptine tablets. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions regarding today's lesson, please comment down below. I want to say again, those are the most important information that we have to know as a medical student and as a doctor. Have a nice day.